Part B, you have been engaged as a company secretary for provision of consultancy services to a members association where delegates represent members in the annual general meeting of the association. Describe 4 provisions you would include in the constitution of the association to ensure that the members are protected from the arbitrary powers of the board of directors. 8 marks. Provisions that you would include in the constitution of the association to ensure members are protected from arbitrary powers of the board of directors. We read that you have been engaged as a company secretary for the provision of consultancy services to a members association where delegates represent members in the annual general meeting of the association. So, what are the provisions that you would include in the constitution of the association to ensure that members are protected from arbitrary powers of the board of directors? Clear roles and responsibilities. That is one provision. There ought to be clear roles and responsibilities. Define the roles and responsibilities of the board of directors and clearly outline their limitations and accountability to the members. And that ensures that the board operates within its mandate and does not exceed its authority or power. Clear roles and responsibilities. You can also have provision on term limits. Term what? Limits. There could also be rotation. Term limit and rotation. Introduce term limits for directors to prevent concentration of power and promote regular rotation of board members. Why? Because that prevents the board from becoming entrenched. It also allows for fresh perspectives and diversity in governance. 3, member representation. Member representation. Include provisions for adequate representation of members on the board. And that can be achieved through the election of members as directors or the establishment of what we call members' council that provides oversight and input into the board's decisions. Member representation. 4, transparency and accountability. Transparency and accountability. Establish mechanisms for transparency and accountability, such as regular reporting to members, financial audits, as well as disclosure of conflicts of interest. Why? Because that ensures that members have access to relevant information and can hold the board accountable for their actions. So those are some of the ways or provisions that you would include in the constitution of the association to ensure members are protected from arbitrary powers of the board of directors. 1, clear roles and responsibilities. 2, term limits and rotation. 3, member representation. 4, transparency and accountability. This would earn 8 marks.